Reconnect.
Yeah.
Shut it down. For shame to Miss Bristol. Good evening, all.
Good evening, Ross.
G2 broke.
I started from my pit with the tire burning, and suddenly, in the stall in front of me, a guy appeared. A car appeared.
I hate it for your guys.
Full lock right, full lock left.
That's how you get out of pit stall.
It's a wake-up call.
So I guess I don't understand why we're seeing Lamborghini over at Daytona. Or is that supposed to be like for IMSA's homologation, garbage, testing, whatever? Since, you know, they're not actually racing Daytona.
I'm on the track, you're a bit soft, so I can't hear.
With softs? Soft tires?
Only on the inside.
Let's see what this baby's got. Seems to be let's see. What was it? Tiny bit of aero damage, huh? I'm expecting more rubber up here. Boy, these walls seem awfully high.
And close.
Yeah, we gotta find them close.
This might be a full contact race.
Yeah, might as well just apologize ahead of time, because if anybody's ends, half of us are going to run into them.
It depends how much we use our brain.
Certainly don't need to use your brakes much.
Because, you know, just before putting our helmet on, we take our brains out. Well, right rear camber too high. That's impossible.
Let's see. This one's kind of bugged. Good.
Guys, is there a trick to pitting here? I can't get him to service my car.
Yeah, just redo it. Take it. Switch them off. Do another lap.
Are you entering in the right lane? I feel like for this one you have to enter in one and then go all the way around.
Oh yeah, that might be it. Where do we get in?
Try to remember.
I'm still not working.
No.
It's giving me service.
Full entry to the back door, to the back street. Well, the back straight. Turn.
I was gonna say you're a bit out of the box.
I can't see the fucking box.
You got narrow?
No, yeah, I got an arrow. Now it's at the top of my windshield, so they're not servicing me because I overshot. I think it doesn't like being overshot. So you got it, Lanny?
Yep. I'm not sure what I did, but I got it.
Yeah, it's not working.
Damn, is this thing still topping out? This is crazy. There's always traffic behind. Aero damage. Came up on the track a little too hard, I guess.
All right, Jerry.
I'm gonna go have a heart attack. Ah, wait. Ah.
So we can prep for Bumblebee. Right side tires were made to cook.
Oh. Sorry.
A little too much throttle. Oh boy. I think Brett's riding around in his rim. I just see sparks the whole time.
I can see him on the right side of most cars in the banking.
Do I spark?
You spark.
You kind of glow and glitter.
You're like a little sparkler. comes Smokey Unix car.
Whoa. That's a boop. The slingshot.
Francis with ring shots on his own.
Yeah. Wood Brothers aren't going to be happy with that. Thinking up their car. You don't say. Minor wear, huh?
Have you tested the yellow lap count yet, Ross?
5 goes kind of quick, but it's.
I was gonna say around here, 5 would be quick, a lot quicker than the ovals we've been on so far.
Yeah, you do kind of have to make a decision on how you want to go into the pits, but I was hesitant about changing it because I didn't have a whole lot of time to test other versions. It was just kind of like it's gonna be problematic or not. So, oh, excuse me. I guess it's about that time for the driver's brief, huh? I was expecting a few more for Bristol. It's kind of a bummer.
Gotta get service heater.
Before I do the brief, let's take a look at that. I thought you got service before.
No, never.
Ooh, Lonnie. Where'd you go? So what it looks like is you have to enter off of turn 2.
So I just asked, and I'm just before turn 3 going in. I'm on the asphalt just into turn 3, going into it on the outside lane, then crossing the middle lane. Oh.
line? Did you just honk? Yeah, so so basically when you come around and go from turn 1, it's the entrance that's right after turn 1 going into turn 2. You have to enter there. If you come in off of the back stretch and try and go in, it won't recognize that you've entered pit road. I do remember there was some weird quirk about it that was like that.
Can you repeat that sequence?
So you must enter pit road after turn 1.
You mean before you get to turn 2, you literally have to go into the pit straight away on the back stretch.
Yeah, even if your pit stall isn't back there.
Right, and then you circle around on the inside, staying within sight of a pit lane closeness, if you will.
Yeah.
Before turn 2.
Yep.
Yep, I got it. It's a lap count entry. I think that's real life too. Or at least it might have been in 82.
So just after
72.
pit exit.
Correct. Although that's misleading to say because there are sort of two, but
The one we use.
yeah. So the turn right after the start finish line, that's where you can go into the pits. Once you see the start finish line, you're like, okay, now I can go into the pits here. Double check, make sure there isn't like an unsafe pit exit thing. I don't think anyone is on. I think we're all on that front stretch. Sure, yeah, all on the front stretch pits. Okay, so with that sorted, I will go through the driver's brief. Everybody in voice. Got. Yeah, everybody's here. Cool. So thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. It went up to 9. Okay, so that's a little bit better. I guess Felipe is not joining. It's okay. 9 will still feel like a lot on this track. So, yep, here we are for the 72 Stock Car NASCAR Winston Cup Series at Bristol, which is one of the crown jewels of the series. I think so. I don't know. A lot of people like Daytona. I like Bristol. Make sure you stay on Discord for the remainder of the race, so that way you can hear any race control messages as necessary, or any warnings, or you know, Bob damn you kind of comments, which yeah, they're going to be a couple bumps and bruises after this one. I don't think there's any way around it. If everybody manages to go the whole race without making contact with anything, I'll buy you all pizza. So there you go. Driver aids is just clutch. Auto clutch is allowed. Otherwise, it's what's on the car, which isn't really anything. So sorry about that. Qualification will happen in just a few moments once we get wrapped up here. You've got 3 hot laps that you can complete, plus your out lap and your in lap. So technically 5, but 3 hot laps that it will go through. Make sure you respect the hot laps. It's a short track, so those will go quick. We've got 10 minutes on quali, so you know, feel free to spread yourselves out or do whatever. you know, however you see fit to make that work. Like I said, it goes by quick. Make sure that you do come in after, you know, once it gives you the checkered flag. That means that your session is done, and you need to enter the pits at that point. Didn't give a penalty out the last time, but I don't know if that was a track thing or not. So just to be on the safe side, just park it after that. As we go into the start procedure, it is a double file rolling start, and we will have a full formation lap where we line up behind the pace car. Be mindful of the pace car as we're going around. Getting too close to it, you know, on either side or even front to back, can make them nervous that you're going to do bad things to it, cause it to kind of do weird things. So you know, just keep a healthy distance when you can. I'll go through some of the pit road stuff with that here in just a sec. But yeah, as we're on the parade lap, I think we have 2, if I remember right, on this one. I have to. I can't quite remember offhand, but I'm pretty sure that we go around twice. If the pace car pulls in, just get ready to go for it. But I think we have 2. And then when we hit the green flag, you can take off. You can only pass to the right of your line. So if you're on the inside, you can pass to the right of your line. You can pass to the left of the high line. If you're on the outside, pretty much all you have is to the right. At least until the start-finish line. Pass there, do what you want, anywhere you want to go. Orange zone is just the first lap. I thought about doing the first 2 laps. Nope, just the 1 lap. Not really any point in having an orange zone for all that long because we're just going to be on top of each other at that point on. But yeah, it's just more observation for IRR's place, which there were some on the last one, and there were some penalties to be served. So track limits, don't really need to worry about. It's pretty much guided by the track itself. There is racing below the line. That's almost going to be necessary, I think, here. Just keep in mind that if you cause a wreck, you know, as opposed to, you know, just like a little bit of rubbing, you know, it'll be considered. Just, you know, the nature of the contact and all that. There is no pit road speed limit, so you can fly through there. There's no ghosting though, so if there's a car there, you can hit it. So if anybody happens to quit for any reason, DNF, whatever, then that means that they're totally hittable in that situation. So keep that in mind. For blue flags, so this will be a little bit different here. So drivers typically do not have to get out of the way, but may not compete with or obstruct the lapping car. Now, in situations where it is a pit cycle, like you're on different fuel cycles, and you're competing with that car, just because you're offset on strategies, you can ignore the blue flag rule in that instance. If you are truly competing with that car and you're just a lap down because maybe you went into the pits before they did, and you know that you're fighting to stay on the lead lap or whatever you're trying to do there, that's full game. The track is too short for the typical blue flag rules to apply in that case. Under caution, there's no racing back. Field is frozen as is. Just pay attention to what's on the screen. It can get a little bit nutty just because of how short the track is, so we'll work it out as best we can and accommodate each other as we're going through. When we go full course yellow, you know, we'll try and get to racing quickly, and it will. As you go through and you take your pit road entrance, as stated, you can only go into pit road after the start-finish line. That is the entrance that you can go in on to get service. If you go in after that, if you go down the back stretch and try and go in at that one, then you will not be able to go in there. You'll have to drive around. I believe you can exit pit road on that one if you do that by accident and just come out. If you do go onto pit road and pass the pace car while you're on pit road, you must let it by. So if you get to the end of pit road and you take service and you're still ahead of the pace car, say you get a splash and go or something, if you have passed the pace car while you are on pit road, you must wait for the pace car and any cars that are behind it to go by before you can go back onto the track. When you enter, you can go back out. Just try and stay below the apron line until you get through that corner there, the turn 2 corner, and then you can merge back on. It'll just be a little bit safer there, just because cars coming around the corner may not be able to see you just because of the banking. So, you know, it'll kind of work out. You'll get a good sense of where you need to go and all that as you're going through. But just keep that in mind. So the golden rule of racing is a little bit malleable here, because again, it's very close quarters, it's very fast, and it's a very short track, and we're going to be on top of each other. So, you know, bumps and rubs are going to happen. It's a little bit more allowed here than it would be in, say, like a sports car or, you know, open wheel kind of situation for those who aren't as used to it. But I think most of the guys here kind of know what to deal with, so it should all be good. If you do get stuck in the wall upside down or whatever, like Brian did, don't hit escape, control delete, come back in, join the fun. There'll probably be enough cautions that you can probably get back on the lead lap and do some damage. Yeah, with the points, I mean, not to other cars. And speaking of penalties, I think we have 2 of them. One was for Greg, who's not here, and I can't remember the other one. Jerry Hamilton, I think. I don't know his name. I think it's just a no qualifier, which, truth be told, that's not gonna. I don't know, that's gonna hurt y'all too much tonight. But so we'll just double check and make sure that no one's sharing a pit once we go and warm up. I don't believe that's going to be a problem, but we'll just double check real quick and get going.
Quick question, Ross.
Yeah.
On pit exit, is it? It's wide open. Once you get out of the pits, you can merge onto the track by turn 2, right?
You can leave the pit area by there. I just request that you don't go right onto the racing line. Just get onto the. I think that's what the backstretch at that point. So once you're through turn 2, you can merge back into the racing line. But yeah, you can.
Okay.
You don't have to go through the pits again.
On the back side.
Yeah, because you've already done that to get in there, as we've
Right.
seen, because that's the only way it can get service. So yeah, you can floor it, get out of there. Just make sure you get through turn 2 before you merge onto the racing line.
Because there's usually some cones there on the outside of the pit entry on the backstretch, and they kind of force you to go up onto the apron anyway.
I don't remember if those cones are real or not.
Well, no, they're rubber. But yeah, you do corner 2 on the bank apron, the black part that's banked.
Yeah, my point is it's kind of narrow, so don't go into it too fast, I guess. So you could end up in traffic.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Just kind of staying below the line there when you're coming out, particularly when it's under green flag conditions, because if guys are racing, they'll be below that line probably.
Back end first.
Yeah. So if we're all ready to go, I will skip us ahead, unless there are any other questions or concerns.
Did Enrique say he was coming back or no?
He said he's out tonight. I think he's got maybe hardware issues.
And Jason dropped out purposely, I guess.
Oh. It's a bummer.
Yeah, we would have had an even 10 if either one of them hung with us.
Yeah. And more if we had, Greg.
There's a couple other guys missing, like Greg for one.
David Anderson.
Matthew.
Yep. I think he's working on some mod stuff. We both have kind of not been in each other's series this quarter. Anyway, I'm gonna push us ahead, and we'll just go ahead and get going. Again, remember you've got 5 laps, 1 in, or sorry, 1 out, 1 in, and then 3 hot laps to be able to set your fastest time. Throw in your setups, have a blast. You've got 10 minutes to do what amounts to about a minute worth of laps. So should be plenty of chance here. And good luck. And welcome, Scar Pope.
Cheers. Hey, everyone.
What's your full name, dude?
Scar Pope.
That's what the government calls me.
So much
I got-
controversy.
Yeah, we're missing one gentleman.
Don't forget, guys, all that fresh rubber, it expires in 3 minutes or less.
Nice lap, Brian.
Thanks, Sean. I had my freaking eyes closed.
I think the tech shack might have to take a look at that car again.
Be a few parts on the car to shrink. Oh.
Nice job, Joe.
Yeah, man. Looking good there.
12,000. ZZ Ward has a song. Do it like you stole it. Run like you stole it.
Go ahead, get away with that thing.
It's still showing me 6 of 5 lap, but I got in and got out, didn't do a lap.
We'll let Mike Helton and the boys make that decision.
I don't mind, it's just that 1, 2, 3.
Maybe your pit stall's behind the line. Nope, looks like you're in front of it. Nice laps, guys.
Some work to do on this thing.
Ross, if you want to advance it, I think you can. I don't think Jerry's qualifying.
No, he isn't.
He isn't,
Per,
but
per the per his comments, no quali. I think that's because of the leftover penalty, right?
Yeah. Yeah, from where he was a bad Jerry.
Yeah, I thought NASCAR was self-policing, so I was surprised the IRs.
I know, right?
Just like this track, it's self-cleaning.
You hope it is.
As long as
It
you
is.
clean all the parts off.
If you
Yeah.
see a wreck, just go high because you know eventually everything's going to go low.
You
I
know,
get it. Self-cleaning. Yeah, it's a gravity-fed cleaning.
Unless you're stuck into the wall.
Yeah. I listened to Days of Thunder, just the 8-minute clip on YouTube about when he wins the 250 at the end.
Yep.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I looked. I saw myself in the mirror, and I saw Cold Recall.
Oh yeah, it was a French driver, right? Not the main character, but the nemesis.
No.
Well, not the
think-
main nemesis. You know what I'm saying? There was a
Zimbabwe. I
There was
get you, Zimbabwe.
that's the guy. A real Frenchman.
Yeah, not like the fake Canadian French guys.
wow.
Exactly.
And we're live. I can't remember if I hit next session if that throws out the results from the previous run. Or if
Well,
it
it
takes them
certainly
as they are.
resets the clock.
Right, but well, that was my only concern because but I might be thinking of when I run the NR stuff because I know if you advance it before stuff is in, it just throws out all of the results from that session and just does a rando.
Looks good.
Got a 5-minute. Is this a pit check or something?
Yeah, we kind of just did it. I guess
Oh,
because
okay.
you're where you are.
You
So
are
yeah, go
where
ahead
you
and
are.
feel free to.
I'm getting aero damage taking that low black banking a bit too early, so I suggest going near the cones to get onto the backstretch.
Yeah, it's an extremely minor amount. It shouldn't have an effect on your performance at all. Yeah, probably best not to do it, but this is just so ridiculous seeing how many sparks are coming off of these cars.
It was the 70s.
I know, but you know. Lonnie's got him off the back too.
Does anybody know, or better yet, have a copy of the movie? I always forget the goddamn title.
Days of Thunder. Grand Prix. Quick and
Be right back.
The Talladega Nights. Top Gun.
Okay, the movie Days of the Champion. It's a Steve McQueen racing movie. Nobody knows. I never seen it. I just saw an article today. What the fuck is that? Days of the Champion, a Steve McQueen racing movie. It's unknown.
The only thing I think of is Le Mans. It's the one Steve McQueen did, but
Yeah, that's before Le Mans. It's at the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife.
YouTube, search it.
Let's see if this does anything. All right. Well, I've goofed this thing up about as much as I could.
Have we ever gone over the time limit because we had too many yellows?
Well, we did on Daytona, but only because it was not counting the caution laps, so it just kept adding. But outside of that, I don't believe we have. I think we've come slightly close, but no, most of it's we finished.
Has somebody got a fan blowing or something? I'm hearing some whining noise.
You get that with electromagnetic interference. Uh, 20 seconds.
Good luck, everyone.
Indeed.
luck,
Ditto. Not sure if the pace car is going to make it out of there.
You look like your typical NASCAR pace car.
Well, I didn't have a whole lot of choice.
Just an observation.
Yeah, I mean, for that pace car, you needed a convertible Meteor.
Yeah, I know. I know. Anything but that. I know.
Nothing wrong. You did it right.
Because actually, it would be faster than we are.
George might actually show up to the race. Oh, I am bringing out the yellow. George, tail end of the longest line. I don't care. I'm staying right here.
We wait.
I'm getting pushed to pass.
The view is beautiful.
Yeah? I'm gonna have to pass the pace car when it goes in. At least until it gets in the pit road, so that should be. Wow. Know what it was doing.
That was funny.
Not really. All right, people. Wouldn't. Sorry, it wouldn't stop.
I'm
Just
being
a
told to let
reminder,
Jerry pass.
You do sometimes need to ignore. Oh. Sometimes you might need to ignore what crew chief is telling you, and just follow whatever the directions say up above.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah, my crew chief crashed. I can't hear anything. That's weird. There's no rear wing.
What do you mean?
In the pit stop settings.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brian, do we have to wait for that pace car to come around before we can exit?
I was waiting for it so we didn't pass it.
Yeah, same thing I'm doing here. I don't know if it's gonna. It would let
Yeah,
me
you-
pass him.
You can come out
I wouldn't
now.
pass the pace car.
No, I wouldn't pass the pace car.
What is it? It was quick. Lucky dog coming through. Can't remember, Jill. Did you make that livery, or is that a default one?
Standard.
This-
Looks good on the side, but the top part too yellow.
I was gonna say, how many laps are left?
We're at 72.5 out of 188.
Which my speed?
I got please follow the safety car in the screen, but in the penalty box I had go to the end of the line.
For what?
I think driving too slow. You're ahead of the car, you should be following. Follow Pfeiffer.
To the green. To go. Oh, she was going in. Is that for a penalty, or is that... right, Jerry.
Follow the pace car, Oscar.
What's going on?
Just follow Ross Smith on the inside line, but Ross is on the outside.
Yeah, I think
Follow me
Brian-
on the inside. Follow Brian on the inside.
Okay, I'll do that. As long as, what's his name will let me down there.
I'm supposed to follow Brian as well.
You follow. If it says outside, go outside. Don't worry about the names.
Yeah,
Copy.
Brian wasn't decisive enough.
Thank you, sir.
goodness. Oh, that's a bad
Oh
one.
boy.
Get back on
Cars
your
were
wheels.
flipping.
I feel the pain, dude.
Follow Brett books, but also allow Oscar. Lucky dog.
Johnny Big Dog.
Come on around. Past that pace car.
10-4.
Does that Monte Carlo have Corinthian leather? That's LeBaron. I'm sorry. Cordoba.
Ricardo Montalban.
That's a Cordoba.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cordoba, dude.
My friend's father had a Cordoba. It's burgundy on the outside, and white vinyl roof, Lando roof in the back,
Did it have plush Corinthian leather?
and it had white interior, vinyl, bucket seat.
Oh,
My
that's
f-
much better than the velvety pimp seats.
Yeah, my father had Monte Carlo Lando 78 with the 4 lights at the front. The
My
4
father had
square
a
lights.
76, I think it was, or 74 with the swivel front seats.
That
My
was probably a Laguna.
It was a Monte Carlo.
Oh, is it?
Before that, my father had I love that car, Buick Wildcat hardtop,
Nice car.
and it had a 425, an American 425 in it.
Nailhead.
Yeah, I remember the Monte Carlos with the swivels there, Brian.
Just did the Cole Trickle move.
I just debated the Brian Hall. Don't move!
Oh no.
Slid through my pits.
Ooh, 214 seconds.
I almost did that.
One lap to go.
I gotta let people pass here. I was gonna pit, but then they told me I couldn't pit. Now they tell me I can pit.
Well, I'm supposed to follow Ross Smith on the inside line. It looks like one line so far.
I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go. It says safety car. I don't know why. But
Mine says
okay.
Mine says I'm in second, and I have to follow in the outside line.
Actually, you can go to the inside line. It's too late now, but you could have went to the inside line. We'll give that up.
Copy.
Trying to make it 3 wide. Those tires can last 50 laps.
Sorry, I'm not sure if that was my fault. I think I was in my lane.
This is you.
Yeah, Scar turned into me. I was on the inside.
A lucky dog. Or is it gonna catch it this time? Where are you supposed to go, Scar?
Ah, right. I think I've got the lucky dog. It's saying past the safety car. I
Yep.
thought it was behind the safety car.
All good?
Yeah, I made the mistake of changing lefts only.
Lefts!
Yeah, I thought I was doing right, so I couldn't really turn in.
Oof. Held on to it pretty well for a while, only.
I would say so. Yeah, made the top 4 interesting for at least 10 laps.
Yeah, that was fun.
Alright, I seem to have passed the safety car.
Scar, I think you might have went through too fast.
Yeah, I went in the wrong entry too.
It's alright if you, you down in the pits here. Yeah, if you stay in the pits and just let the...
I'm afraid it might give it a penalty.
Yeah, it did, but I'll take that for the crash.
It's a way to do it. Keep saying pape. Come on, Koji.
It's giving me a penalty end of longest line for doesn't telling me.
What'd you do?
I pitted. That's it.
You stand down though, Brett?
We got 1 lap to go as far as the safety car and a green light go. Yeah, I'm staying down.
Where's Lanny?
I think he just
In the pits.
Down in the pits, get out of the way.
Yeah, okay. It's telling me to follow you. Now Brett Brooks. I'm supposed to be behind
Yeah.
Brett now.
No, you're good. You're
No,
good.
outside line. I'm good.
motherfuckers put me on my roof.
My spirit wants you to pass me.
Oh, Jesus. You're right there.
Anybody want to hit me?
Where's the safety car?
Sounds like an invitation.
I get you coming around, Brian.
Hang on a second, Brett. Apparently I passed it. I couldn't see where it was. It's back there. Slowly coming around. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Scar, you're the lucky dog here.
Thank you.
Pace car is just... Dear Lord.
How come you flip back?
How'd you end up sliding out there, Brian? Did I hit you?
No. It was
All
just
by,
got loose.
all by himself, and he was all over from right to left, and I was trying to find a way to pass, and we touched. But how come you're back on your wheel?
My turtle, man. I found my way back over.
It's a Bristol thing, bro.
Lord
Well,
help from your friends.
okay.
Yeah, if you get under the the little air gaps, you can flip someone back on their wheels. And I think that's what happened.
That's certainly how he got upside down.
Yeah, I screwed the pooch on that one.
This would be interesting. I did allow it to pass. Thank you. Got confused.
Am I supposed to get in the right lane here, Ross?
You will once we come across the line.
The last lap kind of thing.
Yeah. Good shit there. She's so confused. Oh,
Great move, Brett.
unbelievable.
Was that tight or what?
Nice finish, Brett.
About time, man.
Good show, Brett. I caught.
Good racing by all of you, man. Good racing.
Yeah, it
Nice
was.
job, Brett.
It was not a yellow fest. It was nice. I caught. I passed Don Cole before the starting line, so it gave me a stop and go.
I apologize
Um,
about that crash, Jules. I don't like that to be my first impression racing with people, so hopefully it's all good.
Yeah, man, you almost had us, except for that one stop, Scar.
Yeah, I went into whatever turn it was, and I thought I'd got the lane right, and then he moved up a little bit, and I was like, oh crap, I've got to turn, and then it just all happened. So,
I was
yeah.
nursing these tires for the last 2 pit stops. I was just watching how many laps have I got left. If I could hold the line, maybe I can get to at least P2, and it worked.
Good show. Yeah, it's always a strategy like that. I had it on the other race. So that's the last one. Or?
no, it's we'll have the other ones to come up. I just have to update the calendar now that we've got the 1964 schedule. We'll put that in, and
I mean,
we'll
72. That's it. That was the last, right?
Oh no. There are still more races, but we didn't have dates for them because of the we didn't know what the 64 schedule and therefore like the other schedules were going to be.
Well, gentlemen, that was fun, but I gotta go.
Good
See you,
racing.
Hey.
Randy.
Good having you, man.
Thanks for the shovel nose.
No problem.
That's who flipped them back up.
What happened there? Who's the shovel nose?
Is it Lanny? Shoved Brian back up.
Rolled my dumb ass back over.
Yeah.
That was a blast, guys. That was fun.
Yeah, cool, Brian.
Good job, Brett.
Yeah.
Take-
Way to hang on to strategy, basically.
Yeah, I thought about staying on those tires, but I said I'll just go get some new ones. That put me back here behind. They got me in trouble. So live and learn.
It was barely a, I mean, if it hadn't have been for Roth having maybe slightly more wear on his or just a different balance, I mean, I got him in the last lap and just barely.
I was maintaining sixes and sevens with those old tires, so I should have stayed out, but didn't. So I ended up where I was.
They warm up quicker when you go back to racing, but they also drop off quicker.
Yeah, actually, I was getting more tires running 16.5, 16.6s constantly, even with 70% on the tires. But I thought new tires that'd be great. I just didn't. I didn't count in the factor that I would get loose and tap the wall and then spin me around and put me on my top. I didn't have that. I didn't know that that algorithm set up. You guys have a good night.
See you,
Yeah,
Ryan.
you too. Have a good night.
Take it easy.
Yeah, man.
Are you telling me my headset has a buzz, Jill?
At the beginning, at the beginning, it was going for about that long.
I heard that, but I thought that was another source.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I wonder
but
whether my because I'm using push to talk while I'm racing, and if I wasn't using push to talk, you'd probably hear the fan in the background all the time.
yeah. But the idea is that I look while I was doing something else, and
You saw mine broadcasting?
yeah,
Oh, that's interesting.
it's a bit like something encroaching. It's not a ground hum. It's something
Right.
encroached.
Yeah, it's nothing like what Jason has. You hear a big
No, not at all.
like a ground loop open.
No, not at all.
No, it was a bit more like a weird sort of vibration in the engine sound.
Yeah,
coming
I heard
through.
it myself, but I thought it was coming from somebody else. So
No,
I'll have to figure it out. If it happens
zoom.
again, I'll be all over it.
Yeah. What was there? So, yeah, Brett, did you ever heard about Days of the Champion by Steve McQueen?
I'm ashamed to say no. Simply, I've probably seen it when I was a kid and just didn't keep track of it.
So I just learned today. I said, what the hell is this shit? And I just saw a few pictures, and he's with a bunch of drivers, and
He's done all kinds of stuff over the years.
yeah,
I'm just looking into it. He had Jackie Stewart and Jim Clark with him at the set.
yeah. So
Did you put a link in the description about this?
Yeah, okay. I'll put a link in the MNRL discussion from my other computer.
Okay.
There's a website for it, I think.
Yeah, there's a website for it.
Very good race, guys. Take care till next time.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah, good
Scar,
racing.
are you dialing in from down under?
Well, not dialing in, but I'm using good internet from down under.
Well, I just mean, are you joining us from down under?
Yeah, this dial-up's not that far in my memory.
Yeah,
That's a matter of speech, but I was just asking if you're actually connecting from Australia or New Zealand.
yeah. Okay, so that's good because there's also Adrian Rice.
Yeah, he's been joining us in the sports car stuff. He's got dropped a few times on signal strength, but
Yeah.
where are you hooking in from? Where are you at?
Adelaide, that's South Australia, the middle of the country.
Okay.
Okay.
No
I forgot where Adrian was from.
He's from.
I think he's in the
Queensland?
Sydney area.
I thought he was
Yeah,
Queensland.
we get very hit and miss internet down here. I'm on the fiber to the node stuff, and some people get fiber, and other people get dial-up still.
Wow, what a bimodal that must be.
Yeah.
Right in town in Adelaide, or are you?
Suburbs of Adelaide, sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Have you ever been to races in Adelaide, like the old F1 stuff in Adelaide?
No, the closest I got was working near it in like '98, I think, and I got to hear the sounds. It's very, very visceral when you're there.
They have that track in AMS, both AMS 1 and AMS 2.
It's an R Factor 2.
Yeah, it's an awesome track.
Maybe I don't have it loaded for mod reasons, but
yeah, there's lots of mods that I'd like to have loaded, but I don't have the space.
Sorry. Oh man, our drive are so cheap today.
You were looking good in the Dodge. I think you're the fastest Dodge driver we've ever had.
Yeah. Well, Oscar wasn't
been pretty quick, but he'll drive the tires off the front quickly too.
Yeah, but the Oscar wasn't that bad at all today. He was doing 16.7. I was doing 16.6, and he was doing 16.7.
He's being careful.
Yeah, I'm tend to be slow at the start of a stint and try and keep it for the last bit type person.
That's good. That's good. You should run the longer race.
It looked like Jerry's car is a little tight in the front, especially on the right front.
He had no setup. He was all over the. He was going in.
It was pushing. Even I mean, he was backing off just because the car was pushing so bad.
Yeah, but he wasn't braking.
Well, that doesn't help, obviously, but.
So he was just lifting and turning the wheel.
Yeah, that's what I was doing the whole race.
Well, if it's neutral enough, you can get away with that.
I could.
Unless you're going as close to the bumper as Ross and I were. I'm gonna have to pull up the game and watch the gap. I mean, it seems like the gap. Even when I was following Scar early on, I was like on his bumper, and then he got by me. He must have been on my bumper for a while. I mean, I'd like to see the closeness between our bumpers.
Yeah, I think after about 60%, you guys were struggling a little bit more than me, so I was just sort of waiting waiting, and then you'd make a little mistake, run
Yeah,
wide, and be like, all
I,
right,
I
now
could
to try and
tell.
get a
I could
run.
tell. You could place the car better for the most part.
That's cool.
At least after a lot of wear.
Yeah. On Saturday, get yourself a new drive, and on Saturday, there's good competition. It's noon, so you're what again? Minus 11 or plus 11?
Plus 10.5 to the UK. It's
You
yeah, I always
plus
forget the American things. But I
you're
think that'd
plus
be like 1 a.m. and I'm a bit of a night owl, so that works.
plus 10 plus 10.5.
Are you referencing UTC?
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
later in the morning for him. I think it's closer to 7 because I thought Adrian was
If
maybe
it's
not
UTC
76.
at midday, then yeah, that would be early in the morning. That might be a struggle. I'm better at like 1 a.m.
I think UTC it's probably about, because now I've got UK time. Thanks, Becky.
Is that for the 64s?
Yeah. Although they run at this time also.
On Thursday. No,
on
here.
Tuesday.
On Tuesday here. Yeah.
It's a shorter distance just because it's a little bit later over here in the States. So we try and get some of these guys to bed.
Or for Eastern Coast, yeah.
Yeah, for Eastern Coast and in Canada, of course, too. Sorry.
Eastern.
64s,
We're Eastern Coast. And when Enrique goes in, he's -1. -1 from us. He's -4. We're -5. UTC. So it's a bit later for him, but he's there usually.
Yeah, if it's around 6, 7 in the morning, I might be able to make a couple, but it wouldn't be something I could commit to a full season to.
No.
Especially on a Sunday morning, you know?
Because on
green flag is at 7 UTC.
Yeah, so that's too early.
It goes to 6 o'clock UTC during summer hours.
Ugh.
And it's what 6 o'clock or midday? Which one is the time of UTC?
It's 7 p.m.
Your
1900 hours on during the winter time, and then in March it flips over to what was that?
Open an Excel
6
sheet.
p.m. 6 p.m. UTC.
Yeah.
That's the Tuesday ones or the Saturday ones?
Saturday.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I can make that then. That works out better.
When is Australia does daylight saving, right?
-10.5, so I don't understand.
Yeah. It's 2:30 p.m. here on Wednesday, so just so you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did ours last month, I think, so we're already in that, so there's no changes until like March as well.
That's funny. 2:30 p.m. That's funny.
The weird thing is Brisbane's like doesn't do it, so the New South Wales and Victoria, they're half an hour in front of me for the year, whereas Brisbane's half an hour in front of me and then half an hour behind me.
I don't get the half an hour thing.
How about all that interior land?
Well, nobody lives there.
The British bombed the hell out of it with nuclear weapons that no one ever wanted to see. Like, they were the worst ever made. Like, when the Americans came over to test them, their machines broke because they didn't have enough radiation thing on them. Like, it was just impossible to measure. So no one wants to live in the desert.
Yikes.
I have to check that.
Maralinga would be what to look into. Maralinga, Emu Farm, and I'll find out what the other one was off the coast of WA.
Yeah, but it's going to be listed by shots. The name of the shots. The shots in Australia. I'll find them. There's on my motherboard. The sound system has a DTS chip.
Digital sound stuff, you mean?
Yeah. So I was aerial soundscape before. I was aerial profile. I tried the soundscape profile now, and I could. It was really better. It was cool. The sound was pretty good all around. Even if I'm using one of the HR or whatever, HF, whatever, from R Factor. I switch on the hardware mode.
Who's the 6-7?
Huh? What are you
6-7?
what are you doing there?
I don't know.
Lamenting
Insomnia.
not joining and racing tonight.
Yeah, what's broken on your stuff, Enrique? Felipe?
I don't know how to say the name of the machine on English. No, no pedals. No, not again.
It's the in the steering, in the wheel.
No, you said you
No.
broke something else. I can't remember what it was you said. Let me go back and
Yeah, nothing. It's nothing with my sim racing
the
equipment.
kitchen tube is what you said.
Yeah, I don't. It's because I don't know how to explain exactly.
Like your plumbing? Like under your sink?
Yeah, like that. But broken inside the plumbing inside the wall.
Okay, broken pipe inside the wall. Okay. Oh yeah, that will take you off. Real life will take you off racing.
I thought you were talking about something on your rig. I'm like, why do you have a kitchen tube on
It could have.
It's a house
Yeah.
problem.
Okay.
Does it make the car faster?
Yeah. Well, he could have a custom liquid cool kit.
Ross, I don't know if you realize this, but your thumbnail includes my car on the inside.
Yeah.
The problem is
I'm talking about the
tools.
replay thumbnail. That's just a coincidence, I guess.
Water
for
tubes
the
to wash the machine.
For the replay, it's
got
got
funny.
My Monty on the inside.
Yeah. Man, how did I got the preview of the race results there.
Oh yeah, that's cool. But think it's us.
That one's probably worth watching again in game.
I thought
we did pretty good as far the first half of the race. The yellow count wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I know. We were really good. I thought it was going to be a yellow fest. It was real good.
Actually, the case with Bristol, isn't it?
Yeah, I was ready for a lot more yellow. So it's Oscar who flipped.
Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he even had a clue he was there. And he just came around and blam. I actually set my seat way down in the in its position so that way I could kind of look further ahead.
The name is a kitchen pipe. Okay. My English.
In the pipe, yeah. It's a plumbing pipe, yeah. What's that's funny.
Yeah, the problem is I tried my all tools to fixing in the archaic improvised tools.
Sounds
help
like
me to fixing that.
Improvised plumbing, that never works.
You can't handle the pressure. Get out of the kitchen.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch to my office. So I'm gonna.
I will see you in my office.
Yeah, I'll turn this computer down because it's real nice, but I have nothing except 3